I think it's just giving yourself permission to suck. It's giving yourself permission to be unhappy. It's giving yourself permission to not achieve while you do for a long period of time. It's giving yourself permission to lose friends. It's giving yourself permission to do things that's different than people in your social circle or your age group are doing. It's giving yourself permission to be an exception so that you can become exceptional. And a lot of that, the whole positive poly mantra of like, I saw a post a girl made and she was like, you are worthy. You are amazing. You are a goddess. You don't have the things that you want. You keep thinking that you saying that you're worthy is going to somehow make it true. But like the way that you know you're worthy is that you have it. That's it. Like that is the litmus test. Are you worthy of $1 billion? Well, are you a billionaire? No, then you're not worthy. And so just like, I think we have these things, it's just like you're unbalanced. It's like, you're not worthy. There's these things that we're programmed to say, oh, that's bad. You have to tell everyone they're worthy. Everyone's beautiful. No, if everyone are beautiful, then no one's beautiful. And yet again, we're back at square one. And so it's I guess, drinking the tonic. It's going through the shit, which is honestly the boring stuff that no one wants to do for an extended period of time. And accepting that you suck. And that it is okay, because the first step is accepting that you suck so that you can do the second step, which is doing something about it.
What about you're not making as much money as you want because you're not as good as you think you are?
I'm obviously in the business space, and that follows up with the other one with the imposter syndrome. Right? People are like, man, how do you not suffer from imposter syndrome? I was like, because I've done what I said I've done. And the people who get up on stage and try and teach a class on shit they haven't done, it's like that, like you feel like an imposter when you're an imposter. Like, don't try and kill that voice, listen to that voice and get the evidence to make that voice shut the fuck up. Like, if I get on stage and I say I can bench 315, is there do I feel like an imposter when I say that? No, I stay fact.
But presumably if you're pioneering and breaking new ground, you just put the biggest investment that you ever did into this new thing.
Yeah.
That is a new level that you get to.
Yeah.
And that's one that's to do with finance, but there could be another one that's to do with capacity or competence.
Sure.
You could be sitting down in a room doing a deal which is time-bound in a way that it's never been before, or is in an industry only tangential to one that you've been in before.
Yeah.
Each time that you do something new, by definition, you're an imposter because you haven't done it before. Now, if you're teaching, that's different. But if you're growing sufficiently quickly, most of the time it's fresh snow.
Like, this is a topic I love, but I think the difference between doing something new and being an imposter is one is pretending to be something that they're not. So like, I made the biggest investment in school. I'm making a bet that I think communities are going to be huge. And I think that there's a ton of people who want to teach skills they have in communities, et cetera, and school.com can help. But like, it would only be an imposter if I said, this is like, I guarantee it, no matter what, this is going to be the biggest thing ever. And one of the big things that I repeat, and from the marketing front, I say it all the time, I say, state the facts and tell the truth. Like, the best marketing in the entire world is truth. Now, if the truth isn't compelling, it doesn't mean you lie. It means you change the world to make the facts compelling. Like, you see this one all the time. 18-year-olds who are like, I want to be a motivational speaker, right? You say, okay, well, what are your facts? You've done nothing. Great. So they then lie so that they can try and claim success that they don't deserve, so they can get authority that they can't back up, and eventually are called out and are flattened. To be fair, they only impress people who don't know anything anyways. So if they're honest about it, they look at their fact sheet and say, what would a motivational speaker have to have in order for them to have authority? And then that becomes your action list of what you need to do. And then once those facts are the truth, then you can state the facts and tell the truth. And then people will be like, wow, that's so motivational. But all you did was tell the truth. And so like, that is why I've so wholeheartedly rejected one, like, you are worthy, you're not worthy. If you had it, then you wouldn't even need to say you were worthy, because you'd already fucking have it. And if you were, and like, I struggle with imposter syndrome. Why? You only struggle with imposter syndrome because you're fucking lying. Like, that's why you feel like an imposter. And now they're like, well, I didn't. The thing is you can fudge the truth. Like, you can not lie is very different than telling the truth. Like, I can make something seem a certain way without deliberately breaking the law, but I'll know. And that's why you feel like an imposter, because you fucking know. And there's the guy in the other room who's clearing his throat, be like, that's not fucking true. And then that discord. But if you just say what you have done, or you say what you are doing, I'm making this big investment. It's a big bet for me. The reason I'm making this bet is because I see this trend and I think it's a good idea. I could be fucking wrong, but I'm not going to feel like an imposter because of it, because that's the truth.
If you can be in a bad mood for no reason, you might as well be in a good mood for no reason. If it's not going to change your life, it shouldn't change your mood. If the cost is peace of mind, don't buy it.
Yeah, if you can be in a bad mood for no reason, then you can be in a good mood for no reason. Which means that if you can do something that's amazing and still have a shit day, it means you can do something that sucks and have a good day. Which means the entire excuse around, I don't want to do all these hard things because as a proxy it makes my mood sad, is ridiculous, because it means that we are ultimately in control of how we want to perceive the work that we do. And so I think that is ultimately the most freeing thing that you can do in terms of how you can equip yourself to get through those harder periods.
Why do you think there's so much cynicism at the moment, especially on the internet?
It's easier. You can always defend no. Like, we actually deal with this a lot at acquisition.com from an investment perspective. And we actually have to check ourselves, which is, it's always easy to find a reason not to do an investment. So we have a no bias. And you should overall have a no bias. Like, you should say, okay, here's all the things that could go wrong. And you have to kind of think that way because you have to manage risk. But if you say no to everything, you're always right in the short term. But if you never make an investment, you're wrong in the one way that matters, which is you get no return. And so, like, you always miss the short-term losses, but you lose the big long-term gain. And so again, this is a continuum to be managed more than a problem to be solved. But cynicism is short-term. It's like, so when you go home, right, and you want to start a new business, or you have a girl that you're bringing back, and your friends and your family are like, she's not going to last, or like, this isn't going to be forever. They are right. Literally every single time, except for the one time you bring your wife home. And in that time, they're all wrong, and it's the one time that fucking matters. But the thing is because of the false positives or the true positives, they might have been right literally 19 out of 20 times. And if they were right the first time and the second time and the third time and the fourth time, why would they bet against no on the fifth time or the 50th time? But you only need one yes or one positive to change your entire life. And so there's this habit, and that's where cynicism comes from, where we get so many positive reinforcers for saying no and being right. But it's only short-term being right, because you have to make big bets to win big. And that also means that you're wrong plenty of times, and people aren't willing to look stupid for being wrong. This school bet could go wrong. I'm betting it's not. But everything has risk. And I've been public about it. And I'll do what I've always done, state the facts and tell the truth.